Hi, and thank you so much for joining me. My name's Heather Eck, and I'm an artist here. And this is my first video of 2023 and the first video that I'm doing with a voiceover. And this morning, a friend of mine sent me a really interesting TikTok that I wanted to share with you that talked about artist inspiration and artist work and how we can spend a lot of our time kind of getting bogged down in the details of the day. And they use the example specifically of checking our email and how we spend a good amount of time checking our email and doing administrative tasks and not doing enough of the work. And I really took that to heart this morning because I had that same thought yesterday, that I spent the bulk of the day at my computer instead of painting. And so this morning I decided I would do a little painting to start my day. And I wanted to start with something that was going to be a little light and easy. And sometimes it's really hard to kind of approach a big blank canvas. And I've got some pretty large canvases looming behind me. So I decided I would start with a little bit of art with a lowercase a, if you will, something small and sort of inspirational and personal to sort of break the ice a little bit. And so I decided this morning that I would do a Valentine's Day gift for my family, and I wanted to paint a little family of penguins. And so there are three of us, my husband, my son, and I, and our dog, Rudy Roo, but we call ourselves the Big Three. And so I thought it would be really fun to do a little series of 3 penguins here, a larger penguin being my husband, the smaller one being my son, and then the one on the far left being me. And penguins are really important to our family because when my husband and I were dating, we talked about the little interesting facts about penguins, that they tend to mate for life, and they're the kind of couple that just have a unique story. So a lot of male penguins will gift female penguins with a rock in order to woo them. And I always thought that that was really cute. So what you're seeing here now is me attempting to sort of capture the love of the penguin family here. And I am using a very limited palette. I started out with a darker blue, I believe it's a Prussian blue, but on my palette, which you'll see here every now and again, is just that darker Prussian blue with some titanium white. I also will use a little bit of yellow ochre. And I'm painting on an older print of mine that I've gessoed over, so you may be able to see some of that other print behind that there. So this morning I decided that I would work on this sweet little penguin family. And again, with a very limited palette, there's the yellow ochre. I'm using the yellow ochre for their little penguin feet, and you'll see me use a little bit of the yellow ochre on their beaks as well. So I'm just going to speed up the video just a little bit to help this move a little bit faster for you. But here I'm using the yellow ochre on their little feet and on their beaks. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit while I work on some other sections of the painting. I love that color yellow ochre, especially with the blue. And I'm just sort of blending that into the background a little bit. What I've been playing with a little bit is washing a canvas with a raw umber or a yellow ochre or something, because it seems to really let the light come through. And so as I've painted some of the yellow ochre up there in sort of what I would call the skyline here, you'll see once I paint over that, it's a little bit brighter in that corner, and I really like the way that that looks. So I've been mixing the darker blue with a little bit of the white to make lighter shades of blue, and I'm just kind of working dark to light here to give the little penguin family a little bit more depth and dimension. And I'll sort of play with what that looks like as I go, but now it looks like I'm going for the darker gray color that I'll mix in for the background. And so as you can see, I'm just putting the finishing touches along the edges of the canvas and painting them with that blue-gray mixed with a little bit of titanium white. And this is going to sit and dry in the studio for a little bit, and then I will gift it to my husband and son for Valentine's Day. Just putting little finishing touches here. And then I'm going to take the tip of a pencil and just sign the bottom right corner. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this first painting of 2023. And if you liked this, just drop me a comment below and I'll be sure to share more of my artwork in the future. Thanks and have a great day.